that a turtle straight out there? Pretty sure it's a turtle, right? Darn it, this thing needs zoom right there. Oh boy. Let's see if he dips his head. It's gotta be a turtle. What a cutie. Sitting right where that point is. It's sitting right there, if anyone can see it. It's coming this way a little bit too. Huh. It's no name key over here. There's probably, what, I don't know, 50 people that live out here. It's all over here. Over there is Marathon. Obviously we have Big Pine and a big old dually of mine. Amy would love to kind of live right over in here. The bummer with this side, oh, look at the shallows. They got their own little markers coming in. Let's see if I can point right at them. Right there. So when they come in at night themselves, so they must, oh, those are cuts. Okay, not just individual houses. Obviously there's a couple individual houses here, but this side gets all the turtle grass, so it's a bummer. It's probably one of my favorite sides. You get the sunrise, which is cool, and the thing about the sunrise is obviously the sunrise, which I don't think Amy and I really even like. I mean, we obviously love this, but we're still not really into the mornings yet. You know, we go to bed so late. That's not a turtle. It's something sticking out of the water. Maybe, and there's another one over there too, so now that I see two of them. Oop, here comes the car. There you go. Oh boy, look at down. Car just went by. See all the turtle grass? These guys are awesome. I know the people that live on the marina here. There's probably 20, 30 little houses in here that are on the water. Pretty cool. You know, rent them out. I mean, what a great rental place. But look at all the turtle grass. You can't even get in. You have to come in, go straight through solid, and it's just packed. And you can see there's like blocks of these little foam things to try to keep all the turtle grass out, because it always comes, the winds always come in this direction, so it just blows the turtle grass right up and in. So we're looking at the other side, and most people down in the Keys, I mean, if you're gonna buy down here, listen to these couple things. You're gonna normally want, unless you're a sunrise lover, which how can you not be, except for we just don't wake up that early, you're not going to want this side of the island. You're going to want the other side with the sunset. The sunset's where it's at anyways, really. And then your biggest thing is you don't want the turtle grass always in your yard, always in your boat. It's massive maintenance and problems. And let's say you have a little bit of sandy beach. You're going to have turtle grass stacked up on there, smelling all the time. Why not just take the other side where you have sunsets, less wind? That's another. Look at the reds over in here. Got another car coming. See if they turn. I got up too late. I was gonna hop over. I wanted to get maybe some fish in the water. Oh good, you turn in. Cool. I wanted to catch some of the water when it's oh boy, look, you can already see. Yeah, you guys can probably see some of it. It's shallow here. It's like 2 feet deep down there. Crystal clear. There's no wind. Oh, it's perfect today. I got some great tarpon footage like yesterday, the day before. If I drop this thing, it's a lot of money, so maybe I should come back with it. Not cheap. First GoPro, it's expensive, but the accessories are what cost you a lot of money. What you get out of it, it's really cheap for what you get. But the second one, because your first one you buy a subscription, and it's like $100, but you get, you know, it's marked off on your camera and then some. But I don't think the second replacement you get such a good deal. I'm not sure. I'll have to double check, because I need at least 2 anyways for a second POV, point of view. Well, I wish I had zoom, because I mean, it's just, see, and that's another thing. I bought some lenses for this camera. for like my sunglasses are polarized, and you can see, like, not only can you see through the water, it also gives it kind of like a majestic little, like sometimes the waves, just the tip of them are just, you know, kind of glossy. It's just pretty, but also you can see right through the water better for fish. I mean, like right now you can see some of the spots. This is all turtle grass except for some sandy spots, and that's why you can see it right here in this low light that we're in now. That'd be cool if there's so many big turtles back in here. Anyways, but if it's cloudy or you know, too bright, a lot of times the polarized will help you see through better. And for fishermen, it's massive difference. I mean, it's, you know, when I first got down here, what really stuck to me was the captain that was training me to be a, you know, a fishing captain. And you know, right during COVID, so I ended up having to not do it because I needed work. They kept shutting them down. And anyways, he goes, well, once you get real glasses, it wasn't an insult, but I get it now. You know, it's like, I'm just cheap on myself on certain spots. Like I've been wearing the same shorts here where they're literally falling apart. And then I have the same shirts every day, but they're nicer because they don't stick down here. I forgot what the material's called, but like cotton will just stick to you and it's gross. So you're gonna want like these special, you know, $20 breathing shirts. What are they called? I forgot the name of them. Anyways, sunglasses, I'm cheap on myself. You know, I don't think I think I bought one pair of Ray-Bans for back in the 80s, and when 50 bucks or 40 bucks was a ton of money, whatever it was. I paid full price, and someone stole them immediately when I had them in my shoe in Kirkland down on the waterfront. Thanks everybody, that was real nice of you. And for that reason, I was always like, well, I'll just get crappy sunglasses. It's kind of like my pedal bike when I was a kid. Someone stole my really nice Schwinn immediately, and I felt horrible about it. And then I bought a really crappy one, of course, right? Because that's, you know, I didn't have any money, especially as a kid, and I just got like a free one or something like that. And I could throw it on the ground, and who cared, right? Who cared if we got scratched up? No one's gonna steal it. We go to the store, and my friends have to wait outside, you know, keep an eye on their bike. And me, I just go up, toss it down, and come back out, and it's there. No one's taking it. Downside is it's a crappy bike, and it's heavy and stuff. But so for my shades, I was like, you know, Seattle, which actually is a huge sunglass place because you have more reflection, I believe, or something about the clouds, and there's more sunglasses sold there. It's probably just to be cool. That's a joke, sorry, Seattle people. It's all like a deep red in there, all the way across over in here. Boy, I'd just kill if this thing had zoom. Anyway, so I'm just not used to like spending dough on, even the ones I have now, I bought for 80 or 90 bucks, and I got them like way discounted. I love the glasses, and they actually work out great for me because, see, a lot of the fishermen want green or blue. I know they're kind of cooler looking, but they also are better for high light and seeing fish in high light. So I just grabbed these out of the truck. These nice Smiths, they're very nice. I dumped, you know, 80, 90 bucks, which I normally, you know, I'll pay $400 bill on something. I don't care, right? But for myself, I'm sure everyone has the same thing. There's certain things you can't buy, or you don't buy for yourself because you're cheap, or you just, you know, you feel bad for purchasing it, whatever it is, and it's like a mental block for some reason. Anyways, for me, sunglasses, why would I dump? But down here, it is life or death. You have to have nice sunglasses, and you're gonna find some all over the place, but they're gonna be scratched up, and if they go in salt water for, you know, 20 seconds, they're destroyed too. Not 20 seconds, but you get the point. This GoPro, I put it in the water off the bat. I have a cover for it, but I was like, a sea slug, I was like, I have to get that video. And it says it's waterproof, and it is, which is, this GoPro is amazing. The problem is it overheats, like you can't, like no tomorrow. I mean, it overheats. We're in the Keys, it's hot, but it overheats in the ice box. It's got to be a problem. Little birdie. I don't know if you can even see that. The pelicans looked like they took off for the year. That sucks. I love Amy and I love the pelicans. Although they're a little brutal to each other. Gosh, just so dark red in there. I saw a pelican. So what they do is, it's funny because like if I work in the back of a boat and if there's any water, they come splashing in hot and heavy. Oh, there's already a mosquito after me. And I sprayed myself. I'm on a bridge. I mean, look at this. You would think, no way, mosquitoes. I mean, for me, you know, from Seattle or Bellevue, Redmond, Kirkland, I would think, no way was there a mosquito. I'm 10 miles out on the boat, Atlantic's way over that way, and you know, mosquito right on me. I'm like, thank you. I'm driving down a back road when we first got here, just kind of learning the area. And it's mangroves on both sides, which normally means, you know, more bugs. It's private, there's no houses. I'm backing up 25 miles an hour and there's mosquitoes, and I have my windows open because when we moved down here, I bought the truck just to move down here. It was a pile, kind of, but mechanically it's pretty good. We didn't have a lot of money, my dually, and I've been fixing it up. So actually it's a pretty nice truck now, and everyone keeps complimenting me going, boy, that's a nice, you know, older truck. Because I dumped some money in it and been babying it to death, but and it's a 1 ton, which is the top, you know, really not top, but you know, for us normal people, it's the top of the line without going like a commercial truck, and 4x4, so it's the biggest engine too, 7.4, so all that stuff is cool, but you don't really need a 4x4 down here. I thought maybe for towing a bigger boat out I might, but like when I think in my mind that way too, I think Seattle, and I think in Seattle you're on these big hills, you know, your boats, the ramps are really steep. Yeah, over here everything is completely flat. You can back your boat in your yard right in the water because it's super shallow. I mean, look how shallow that is, and there's the shore, and over here is, you know, what, 2 feet, 3 feet, 4 feet. And it looks like the tide's going out, so it's going to get even shallower coming up. Someone's on hook over there. Either their little houseboat blew over there, or that's where they're living. It's one of the two. Oh wow, look at that red. And I don't say that sarcastically because the hurricanes, they blow up and get stuck, you know, the sailboats, stuff that's not really being used, or people aren't here to protect it, or geez, they tied it up right and everything, and they just got nailed. You know, the hurricane came and got it and pushed it over there. And it's not like you know where you're. Hey, a little bird landed. Looking for food, I'm sure. Sorry, buddy, nothing. Wow, look at the red. This is what I wanted. See, I was trying to get over to, although I've been going to the same spot for the first couple of videos, so that I wanted a new spot, but wow, look at the sunrise. Oh, it is so red. It's so hard to convey this to the screen. Oh shoot, I got the garbage truck. He might be able to get around me. Let's see if he's okay with it. Can you buy? Thank you. That's nice. They're awesome. Thanks, man. Oh, he knows me, I'm sure. I know who he is. It's the Keys, baby. It's so few people. The garbage people are amazing, though. They really are. See the garbage down here, and here's my point for the blown over boats and stuff like that. Look at the red. This is cool. Okay, the sunrise might be better than I thought. Garbage comes twice a week, not once. It's free with your house. Wow, I want to back up to get all the red, but I don't think I can just keep backing up. Look at that. They come twice a week. Yard is once a week, and you're gonna want yard service because you're gonna have so many palm tree branches. It's ridiculous. And let's see. Oh, they'll take like up to 22 cans. I mean, you could have so many cans out in front. They pick up anything, really. And I think it really stems to the point that, like hurricanes, which is, you know, every year, And of course, you know, some are gonna be stronger than other, but you're gonna have hurricanes come by all the time, and that's gonna blow stuff off, and then they push it all to the side of the road and then pick it all up. And it's just kind of a process of keeping everything clean, I think, more than, hey, we're trying to help you out to have great service. But it really ends up to be just great service and really a clean Florida Keys. So it's perfect. Look at that color, it's ridiculous. Oh, we also don't have clouds like this hardly ever. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this is what we had like last week too. We had this like tin can candy aluminum pink. It's beautiful. I was hoping for this with the clouds. Our rainy season is summertime, which might be like odd, but that's, it normally rains at night, but it might rain 10 to 12 inches a night, day or whatever. Wow, so that's why we kind of have the clouds right now. Literally though, we will not have all work outside, and I'll be begging for a cloud. And if I ever see one for the whole day, it's, you know, 1 second, but it's normally 0 clouds kind of, which is nice because you're not gonna, you know what to schedule your day for. But wow, this is really beautiful. This is ridiculous. I could sit here every day and show you guys the same. It's just beautiful all the time. And then you can see why people, every single night, why everybody comes out and watches the sunset. Not everybody, but you know what I mean. It's a thing, you know, people come out, they park, they'll stand out all together, you know, and kind of, oh, there comes a car. Hopefully they'll go around without being a problem. I'm sure they will. Everybody's so nice here. Everybody is so nice here. It's funny because I'm used to it now. When we first moved down here, every day we'd get back from work, Amy and I would be like, did you see that? Have you ever seen someone do this and be so, you know, hold the door open for me? This older lady held the door up, you know, whatever. And I think now we're used to it. Now I kind of see the flip side. When I talk to or hear somebody kind of being just really kind of a jerk, it's like, man, I don't miss that at all. And it's not, you know, the direct point of the conversation. It's the tone, the under, you know, it's here people are truly just nice. Their first thought, their first reaction is kindness instead of like an attack, which I don't know, cities can be that way sometimes, you know what I mean, where it's like instead of your first bump, it's like, oh, sorry, you know, which would be down here, hey, let me get that for you. It can be more like, hey, watch where you're going. And I don't miss that at all. Not, hey, to be honest with you, not only for other people, but I notice with myself, just kind of improving myself as being down here, where I am myself am less to be, you know, abrupt to start with. And I sure like that about myself. Oop, there's fish down there. I think you see them. 3 or 4. Probably can't see them. It's pretty clear now though. Pretty sunrise. And it's losing that redness. Darn it. It's getting more of that yellow, orange, which is awesome. Boy, I sure have liked that candy, cotton candy pink recently. I was looking down the water to see if I could find some turtles and stuff. Oh, also dolphins and manatees. I need to, or want to, Amy hasn't seen them yet, so we saw when our engine broke down, Every time I look, I'm like, oh, we haven't seen anything out here, and boom, huge turtle. You know, I don't know, 4 feet across. I'm not sure. Giant, you know, giant turtle. Right by us. All you have to do is look down. Normally, a lot of times though, we're just doing our thing. But if you stop and look here in the Keys, you're gonna see just massive amount of fish normally. All right, probably tons of footage on this. My finger's about to burn off with the GoPro. It's 1,000 degrees. I also exaggerate less down here. It's funny because a lot of times you're in a situation where you have to be very, very precise. You know, you just elaborate less, which I think is funny but awesome too as well. Because normally when someone says something down here, it's exactly what they're, you know, it's like it's 18-inch fish, not, you know, not 12-inch. And when they say 18, it might even be 19-inch. They're just, you know, dumbing it down to size instead of elaborating, which is awesome. Because I found myself before going, oh, and when I get excited too, I'm like, oh, it's huge, you know. That's just the way I am. Because you know, it's just the way you get excited about stuff. But anyways, I've noticed myself where I'm like, you know, it was 12 inches. And less big pine. I don't know what bird that is. I really want zoom for the birds, because I can't get close to birds without the zoom. And out on the islands and stuff, obviously when we get our boat going, we have some really good footage. But morning. All right, that's enough footage. Got a little bit of pink in the back. Oh, I can show you that turtle grass I was talking about. See? All this turtle grass down in here too. So, and then you can probably see the foam barriers. So that kind of sucks. It's not as great as having the other side where it's stuck on this side. So on the other side of the island, you're not going to see the turtle grass. Got tons of grass over here. It's like tall grass bent over. Boy, the wildlife down through there, it's got to be ridiculous. You can see some engine props humping through the, you know, when the water's shallow. Best fireworks over here at the park. It reminds me of 1975 Kingsgate, Kirkland, Washington. You know, fireworks, people super friendly. You know, people putting on goofy stuff. Maybe I'll cruise down No Name here and see what we can see all the way down here. I don't think we can see. I know there's only a couple roads. See, I'd love to be able to zoom over on the boat. For us, our boat, we just right up around and we're home. So kind of cool, because this is a pretty big cut through to the ocean, to Marathon. The other side as well is a deeper channel, and you can go to Picnic Island and meet up with all the friends and stuff. So it's a really good spot to be. All right, guys. On the left, a couple different roads, and that's about it. was we were just on. Hurricane Irma just beat the crud out of that side. I mean, just the edge of the hurricane was just tearing up all the houses right through there. We met a couple that at the pub there, and they've been rebuilding their house. They bought it that week that Irma hit, and we've heard tons of stories like this. So they bought it that week. You just bought your dream house on the water. Next week it's gone, and what, 3-4 years later they're still building it, rebuilding it. And I think she's in insurance, and she had hurricane, like extra hurricane insurance. They were all right, but still, I mean, 3 or 4 years they have not been able to use their house. So not only that, they've been having to work on building their, and all the emotions it goes through, and we were eating at so you can hear me say it a million times. I got neuropathy really bad. My hands and feet, I almost can't. It's almost, I only feel like pain in them, and you can almost, you can easily touch my leg, and I have no idea. And we're eating at this new restaurant. We've heard just great stuff, and giant cockroach kept walking, and we're talking to this couple with the house, and the cockroach, and I'm like, yeah, we're all eating, literally putting stuff in our mouth at the time, and I'm like, sorry, it's a cockroach, a giant cockroach. And so they start, everyone down here is used to stuff, and so they start, stomping on it, and I think she gets it or I get it eventually, and I had to kind of really reach out more towards under her, and so it's dead. So we start talking, we're laughing, and I'm acting all tough because I killed it, and not that tough, but you know what I mean. And all of a sudden I feel something on my leg, and I'm like, what? I'm like, no way. And I'm like, I like almost scream. I'm like, ah! I jump up, and it was the cockroach. It was, I wouldn't say plain dead, but here, I'm gonna get totally bitten up, and I'm gonna walk through here. Let me respray myself real quick, and so I don't get murdered out here. Anyways, since I have neuropathy, it could have been on my leg for like 5 minutes and I wouldn't even know. I mean, how gross. And that's why I was like screaming, man, because I was like, that thing could have been on me so long and I would have had no idea. And to me, it just kind of, the thought of that just really grossed me out. I'm sitting there eating with a big cockroach on my leg. Anyways, I'm gonna turn the house off for 1 second, respray myself, and then I'm gonna walk right through here and catch the sunrise real quick. All right, see you guys. Okay. I can't explain to you how buggy it is right now, just because it's been a really easy spring, really easy summer. Oh, look at this path. I've never been back here. Anyways, hardly any bugs recently, and then it's rained a lot this week, like I was explaining, and there's bugs out. Oh, look at someone's dock right there. Now that's probably hit by Irma, and it's hard to get dock permits. It's $1,000 pretty much to build your dock, a foot. So 500 feet, because it's really shallow. You have to go way out a lot of times. So it's expensive. Marathon, Baja, whatever it's called. Some of my favorite, areas over there. And again, look at this side, all the turtle grass stuck up. I mean, look at it all. Which is fine, but it smells, and you're not gonna, I mean, how can you get out there? You're gonna have to wade through all that turtle grass. When I was first here, I was like, one blade of grass touched me, I was a wuss, and now I'm like, it's just grass. But I mean, nobody wants to wade through 12 feet of grass. I mean, look at that, it's 40 feet out here, just stuffed in, and it will start to stack down, and then more grass gets on. I've seen like 3 layers at one house I was at, and I was like, wow. And then the wind changed, the current was pulling it out, but it took forever to pull it back out because it was so stacked in there. And then now you might end up day after day, now you live with turtle grass on your yard, and it smells. And Amy and I were just down at Key West, and the beautiful beach was just bulldozed up, and it was like 6 feet high of turtle grass. That's not cool. So you got one of the best beaches around, and I'm trying to block the glare of the sun for you guys with the tree there. This is a cool little spot. See, look, it's paved. So this was a road at one time, and now it's kind of getting overgrown, but it's still, you know, like locals would come back in here and maybe swim. I doubt it here. I mean, it's a nice spot, but I bet you people come back here and just check the view. Someone like me that might be on a canal or just going for a walk, or I would say you have a lot of retired people down here. You have a lot of elderly people. I'm 52 and I'm young, kind of, but I'm not. But it starts to make you. But people down here, they're amazing. They're 80 years old, still moving the couch up and down the stairs. You know, still redoing their whatever. They get stuff done down here. That's no joke. I'm kind of used to people getting older and then they start worrying about the retirement home, and then they're stuck somewhere, and that's it. Down here, people get it done till their last breath. Ugh. That was a bug inside of me. I'm out of here. Wasn't having any problems. Flies. The no-see-ums are really flies.